Matt, just give us an update on how the Achilles is coming along. I believe you're 6 months out from surgery. Is that right?
Yep, little over 6 months. Feeling good. I mean, I was able to perform out there, show that I'm in football shape and able to cut, run routes, do whatever. So it felt really good today.
Was the 40 the only drill you didn't participate in today?
I didn't do the 40 and broad jump. Just didn't feel like I had time to, because of the Achilles rehab, didn't have time to really work all that technique. So other than
How
that,
do
I
you
did.
feel like, sorry, how did you feel you performed, I guess, overall, despite not doing those two drills?
I think I did really well. One of the question marks was what my strength was, and I was able to put a good bench number out there, and then kind of check the box with the rest of the agility drills and everything like that. And then I think the biggest thing for me was just showing that I'm football ready. So I ran some good routes out there and caught the ball well. So it's a good turnout.
Matt, after having to miss the season as far as being on the field this year, do you feel like that has any impact on your future just because you weren't able to show out as Zach did and some of the other guys did this year?
Maybe in where I go in the draft, that might affect it. But I've talked to plenty of teams, and they've said I have film from the past. They know how to analyze film. They know I can play. So the biggest question was my Achilles, and I was able to show them I'm back, and I'll be ready by training camp, preseason, whatever comes first. I'll be ready for it.
Tight end role continues to evolve in the NFL, and obviously a lot of guys play big roles at that tight end position. How exciting is it to maybe have an opportunity to be one of those guys heading into the NFL right now?
Yeah, it's super exciting. There's a lot of hype around the position. We have our own national day, so that's cool. And yeah, I'm just grateful that I'm back healthy and that I'll have a shot to compete with some of the best and see if I make a name for myself. That's the plan.
Go ahead, Kyle Ireland, and then Sam Farnsworth.
Hey Matt, I was wondering, you're obviously close to Chad Lewis. What's it been like to kind of lean on him throughout this process? Is he giving you any advice? Obviously, playing same position, but also that NFL experience and kind of leading you through this NFL draft process.
Yeah, he's super helpful. He's a great mentor. I mean, he's achieved what I hope to achieve in the future. So just asking him questions. He's super motivational, telling me that I'm good to go. I can compete at that level, and just like he did. So yeah, even today at the pro day, he was hyping me up after my little events and everything, telling me I did a great job. So he's someone that I'll keep leaning on for my whole career, just asking him, depending on the situation, where I'm at throughout my football career. So yeah, it's a great guy to lean on.
Yeah, Matt, you talked about the importance of being able to just show that your Achilles is football ready, that you're football ready, and that the NFL scouts, they know how to analyze past video. So for you, what do you think will help your potential at being selected? Is it what you've done in the past in games on footage, or maybe what you were able to show today at the pro day?
Yeah, I mean, I think my film just speaks for itself and will help me out. But I think the biggest question was, what is he going to do today? How am I going to look when I'm running routes, or if I'm going to do position drills? So I think being able to go out there and run routes and go through the script with Zach and the other receivers was super beneficial for me, just to show, hey, I'm not that far off, and I'm basically back. So that was super helpful.
Go ahead, Alex Kozora, and then John Shearer.
Hey, Matt, quick question. I know the Steelers had a scout there today. You talked with Pittsburgh at all? Know anything about the Steelers?
I've talked a little bit with them, just kind of nothing super in-depth quite yet, but we'll see if a Zoom call happens with their tight ends coach. But yeah, I've been able to talk to quite a few teams and get some good feedback to show that I'm back.
Do you know specifically who you spoke to with the Steelers? I know you're talking to a lot of guys right now, but
I don't. Sorry about that.
okay. No, it's fine. Thank you.
Hey, how are you doing today?
Doing great.
I'm curious, what do you think your biggest strength is going into the NFL draft, and what do you think your biggest weakness is going into the NFL draft? Thank you.
I'd say my biggest strength is my catching ability. I think I'm a natural receiving tight end and have some of the best hands in this class. So that's a big thing for me, and that I have a lot of confidence in. And just a weakness, I'd say just throughout this process, obviously showing that my Achilles is better. That's one thing, just proving that I'm back and good to go. And yeah, I'd say once I can prove that my Achilles is healthy, I'll be good to go.
All right, final 2 questions here. Let's go to Xenophon and then Dana Green.
Have you had any contact with the Raiders by chance?
Yes, I have. I had a medical screening with their athletic training staff. So that's what I would have done at the combine. So they were just making sure my Achilles is healthy, seeing just past injuries, range of motion, all that. So that was a good interview with them, and I met Mike Mayock a little bit. So he was at our pro day today. So that was cool to see, and hopefully was able to impress a little bit.
Hey, Matt, being away from the field for the past year, how much has that increased your love of the game, your appreciation for the game, not taking any moment, any step for granted? And then my second part is, what's it like being part of this class that could produce 4 or 5 NFL draft picks when BYU really hasn't had that kind of number in a number of years?
Yeah, I mean, I was super excited it was almost like pregame where you go to sleep with the butterflies, wake up with the butterflies. That's what it felt like, just to get back into a competitive football scene. So being away from that was tough, but I'm glad that I was able to show out today and just, be back in that aspect of the game. It felt great. And there's so many good guys that performed super well today. So it's a great class. I hope to either play with or against these guys for a long time. And it'll be awesome seeing them in the league, and hopefully we can do those jersey swaps and just keep that relationship going.
All right, Matt, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.